Hi, I'm Ketsy. Welcome to my channel, Candid Crafter. Every watercolorist has a list of their favorite colors, including me. So, in today's video, I show you my top 5 current favorite colors. If you're interested to see what those 5 colors are, sit back, relax, and let the crafting commence. It's important to note that all the colors that I'll be talking about today come from my Da Vinci watercolor palette. Coming in at number 5, we have Airlight Yellow. This is the only cool color in the palette, although there are a lot more yellows out there that are cooler than this one. Airlight Yellow is made from the pigment PY97. It has a light fastness of 2, which means it's very good, it's semi-transparent, and it's staining. And the reason it's my favorite is because it comes in really handy when mixing multiple colors. I mix it with Da Vinci Red to get orange tones. I mix it with quinacridone burnt orange and gold ochre when I'm doing animal furs. I mix it with the green colors to get different shades, as well as with the blues. It's just an overall great mixing color. I haven't used it by itself for much besides this little dandelion puff that I'll show you guys. All in all, it's a great mixing yellow, and you can tell that I've put a little bit of a dent in this one already. For number 4, we have Violet Iron Oxide. Violet Iron Oxide is made from PR101. It has a light fastness rating of 1, which is excellent. It's transparent and staining. When I first got this palette, I was a little bit hesitant about this color as it's the most granulating color in the palette and it seemed a little bit out of place. I'll be posting a video on my favorite watercolor mixes, so I won't talk too much about what I mix this with, but I will show you an example of how I've used this color, and because it's the only granulating color in my palette, that makes it valuable in itself when I'm looking for a little bit of added texture for backgrounds. For number 3, we have Phthalo Turquoise. Phthalo Turquoise is made from PB16. It has a light fastness rating of 1, which is excellent, it's transparent, and it's highly staining. Now, this is a color that I haven't used very much. It does have a significant dent taken out of it, only because that's how it came to me in the palette. It was a little bit less filled than the others. However, this is made number 3 simply because of how beautiful a color it is. It's simply stunning. It's really, really beautiful. It also mixes really nicely with the other blues and greens in the set to create an undersea or ocean theme color palette. And when I learn how to paint water, this will be one of my go-to colors for that. At number 2, we have Perylene Green. Perylene Green is made from pigment PBK31. It has a light fastness rating of a 2, which is very good as well. It's transparent, staining, and Da Vinci states that this one has some granulation, which I don't see that much. I love Perylene Green so much that this almost made number 1, but I'll explain to you why it's not. The reason why Perylene Green did not make the number 1 spot is because I rarely use Perylene Green by itself. My favorite thing to do with Perylene Green is to mute down other colors and to make neutrals. Again, I'll be posting a video on my favorite watercolor mixes, so I'll explain on that video what I love to mix Perylene Green with, but because of how versatile this color is, this one made number 2. And lastly, for the grand finale, coming in at the number 1 spot is Quinacridone Burnt Orange. Quinacridone Burnt Orange is made from pigment PO48. It has a light fastness rating of a 2, which is very good. It's transparent and it's staining. This color is really beautiful. I have created an entire video about Quinacridone Burnt Orange because I felt this color needed its own video. So it'll be linked right here for you guys to head on over if you want to see what I have to say about it. But for now, here it is in all its glory. That's all for today's video. Be sure to stay tuned for a future video on my favorite watercolor mixes, and don't forget to check out my video on Quinacridone Burnt Orange. And as always, you never have to be the best, just try your best, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!